Caleb.
The internet.
Deep down, I've wanted to do this video for so long, I just didn't realize it. I've always had this hot, horrible hatred boiling underneath my surface for so long. And what only made it worse was the knowledge that I need the internet. It's like being in a relationship with someone you can't stand, which has basically been all of my relationships with every person I've ever known, to be honest. So I use it because I was already used to it. Do you guys remember Mike from Breaking Bad? How he was always tired of everyone's shit, but was still cool and collected and could do his job? That's what I'm like online. Creation of the internet started as far back as the 60s, if you can believe that, but first came to fruition on January 1st, 1983, and was further connected and upgraded by 1990 to basically what it is today. I'm not gonna go further into it because it's long-winded and no one gives a shit. The internet is a network of connected devices, that's it. It's not, you know, laser beams being shot between satellites in space and then back down to Earth. It's an interface, a program that connects devices with that same program. That's it. That's all it is. And what's on it, the web, is basically bullshit now. The web is not the internet, by the way. The web is what's on the internet. The internet is the medium, whereas the web is the content accessed through that medium. Okay, you all get it. That's enough of the boring shit, right? Of course. Now, on to how the internet has ruined society! What was once a shining beacon of shared information and ideas, a monument to man's technological achievement, is now a bunch of porn and cat memes. It's all pussy and pussy. Interestingly enough, upon researching this a bit more, pornography only makes up about 5% of what the internet is, and cat-related material makes up about 15%, if you can believe that. Some studies say it's a little bit more, but this bare minimum number blows the mind. In this humble asshole's opinion, cats suck. Booty is way better than cats. But either way you cut it, all things considered, potentially a fifth of the internet is kitties and titties. Why is this life? This is why I hate people. Most of what people use the internet for is social sites, video streaming sites, entertainment sites, and porn. If it's not for work or school, that's what you're using the internet for. I know this because in the comments on these sites, you'll see people asking other people questions they could easily answer themselves if they'd leave that site and use a search engine. The internet has ruined your ability to think. You've gotten so used to instant gratification, you'll literally sit there on the internet and wait for someone else to bring you what you want from the internet. Fuck you, you lazy turd licker! The internet was such an amazing place, but we ruined it! Now everywhere you go, no matter what site, you run into morons. I don't mean the good-hearted, you know, innocent morons like, oh, I don't know what this site's about. Oh, what's going on here? I mean the moron that makes things hard for other people. We ruined the internet, and then we let it ruin us more than we were already ruined. We were shitty people before technology came along. We just let it make us more shitty. In fact, let me tell you, no, warn you of the people you're going to meet on the internet. First and foremost, Olaf the Offended. Every other person on the internet is some version of this person, which is why they get such an epic Game of Thrones type name. Olaf the Offended is the guy that goes out of his way, commits hours of his own life to telling you why he's offended. You'll see them in the comments arguing for so long the conversation will completely change from where it first started. Like, they'll originally be upset with someone making an unflattering remark about using rosemary in mashed potatoes, but then it'll get so convoluted, it'll be about Obama employing the use of drone strikes. I'll be damned if I sit around and let somebody talk about rosemary and mashed potatoes like that! Obama kills Afghani babies with drones! All caps, fucker! All caps! To these people, I am saying, go kill yourself. No matter what you see, no matter what you disagree with, the way you handle yourself and your opinions is worthy of you not living anymore. Kill yourself. You are really so unhappy, you'll argue opinions. In case, and I mean just in case some of you forgot what an opinion is, I will tell you. It's anything. Anything you think is an opinion. I can think spaghetti makes great shoes. Is it true? No, but it's my opinion. If I want to squish squash around town on some noodles and meat sauce, then that's what I'm going to do. It's my prerogative, that's my opinion. Also, newsflash, your opinion isn't any better than anyone else's. In fact, usually, your opinion is completely fucking irrelevant because it's based in ignorance and a staggering bias to what most suits what you like most. You don't really do any more thinking beyond that. So, Olaf, please, do us all a favor. kill yourself. Next is Professor Paste. Now, Professor Paste is an expert in everything, and who will quickly look up information, then copy and paste it into the comments to either provide validity or to be seen as an intellectual. Folks, while everyone can appreciate someone that actually knows what they're talking about, copying and pasting just makes people roll their eyes. Even the people that would have normally agreed with you, they see you copy and paste something and they're like, oh god, jeez guy, we didn't need those 6 paragraphs from Wikipedia. When in the midst of a heated debate to whip out a paragraph of some cold and compiled fact from some online encyclopedia, it's more annoying than anything else. It's just a reinforcement of what you were saying using another person's words. It's the online equivalent of pulling a third person into your argument so they can agree with you. It says to anyone you are arguing with, hey, I didn't have brains enough to correctly convey my countering conversation, alliteration, so here's some shit someone else said. To all the professors out there, please get off the internet and learn how to converse. You will also meet Hipster Harry all the time. Hipsters of every magnitude you can imagine, everywhere. These are the people that claim that everything is old and you're lame for not knowing it before them. No joke, I have seen people brag about knowing something one day before someone else. First of all, and this is the biggest point that I can express to you, I hope you take it and you use it to make yourself a better person. I hope it does you some good. How pathetic do you have to be to feel important for knowing something before someone? That is life. That's just a part of living. Unless you are the progenitor of any particular piece of information, someone is always going to know something before you. I take that back. What this usually means is you so rarely know something worth knowing that when you finally do know something halfway interesting before someone else does, you hold it as a point of pride. You hold it over people's heads. Yeah, fucker, I know shit. If you don't realize how stupid this is, you're probably too far gone to be helped and should just move to Alaska or somewhere else with a very small population. Or kill yourself, either's fine. Also, you will meet Carl the Critic. Now, Carl really, truly, deep down believes his opinion not only matters, but is so important, you should follow it. Which would make sense if it made sense. Most of what Carl says is just normal shit talking. When you confront them about it, they call it constructive criticism. But, as we all know, simply saying something sucks, alliteration, isn't constructive criticism. That's more of an opinion projecting displeasure over whatever material has been taken in. That's not a critique, that's just you shitting on something. I didn't like this. This sucks. This isn't as good as insert whatever. That's just you shitting. Cry less, smile more. And finally, you will meet Tony Tough Guy. This is the guy that starts going off on a really, really violent tangent when things become too much for them to handle mentally. Ran out of valid points to talk about? Threaten them with bodily harm. Do you have any idea how pussy you look threatening someone you will never, ever, ever meet in real life? You don't even live in the same region of the country. Sometimes you don't even live in the same country. Fuck you, fuckboy, I'll fuck you up. Fuck you, mate, I'll fuck you up proper. This is how tough guys type. They make fists and then they point, just in case, you know, they gotta get ready if the guy shows up, I guess. I don't know. I've even seen guys go as far as to offer the other person a plane ticket. Do you not see how pussy you look? Everyone reading your comment knows you're never going to do that. You look like a fucking moron. Oh man, he offered to buy him a ticket. It's serious now. Wish I could see that ass whipping. They're exchanging information and setting dates. Wish I could be there. And in all reality, you would probably get your ass whipped in real life because truly tough guys don't waste time with words. They just act. They don't talk about it, they bees about it. Actually, now that I think about it, offering to pay for someone's plane ticket is almost sad. You're so mad, you're going to pay for someone else's vacation. Because that makes sense. What's stopping them from arriving in your town and just not meeting up with you? You're gonna wait for them at baggage claim, like, yeah, nigga, before you get these bags, you gonna get these hands, nigga. Ooh, cuz? That's incredibly stupid. My all-time favorite online confrontation was, okay, I saw these two guys arguing in the comments on a YouTube video, and one of them calls the other a fat ass. And then out of nowhere, this guy just goes off, probably because he's a fat ass. And he starts just tearing into the other guy like, no, fuck you, homie. See me in these streets, I'll dunk on you. I'm not fat, fuck you. This dude got so mad someone called him fat, he wanted to play basketball to prove that he wasn't fat. I felt like Jesus. I laughed so hard I died and was resurrected in the name of Holy shit, that was hilarious. Anyway, yes, this is what the internet has done to us. We know not to act like this in person. It's only online that we let the ugliest parts of ourselves become more paramount than who we are. We make comments, tell jokes, argue things we wouldn't normally in real life. And folks, that is really fucking lousy. It's fake! So many of us have allowed ourselves to become fake as fuck. I'll see people I know act like Olaf or the professor or Carl or Tony, and I'm like, ah, dude, what are you doing? Why do you think I changed from the MK you saw in my much earlier videos? Because that wasn't me. That was a wild exaggeration, a parody of me. And over the years, I've slowly become myself. I'm still an asshole, I just don't scream often. Why? Because I don't raise my voice in real life. Not often, anyway. I'm about as real as it gets, folks. So now I call on all of you. Can we be real again? Let's continue to have fun and all this other stuff, but can we be real again? Can we not be shitty to people when something rubs us the wrong way? Can we not threaten each other with physical violence when we know we wouldn't do that in real life? And when the situation really doesn't even call for it? Folks, a lot of you have let the internet make you weird. Let's work on that. Boom! I want to end this video shining a light on a person that was very important to me. In my video on depression, I gave a shout out to a rapper named Two Stone, a dear friend of mine for many years. A few days ago, I lost him in a car crash, and it's been weighing on me heavily. I want you all to know and remember his name, Michael James Lopresti. For a long time, he was one of the only people I had, and I relied on him for his friendship. He would accompany me to my shows or to shows I would host and act as my camera person, or manage things for me as a personal assistant when shows would run for hours and I couldn't keep up with everything, or even help with my act itself. But really, he was just my friend. He believed in me and what I was doing when not many others did, even giving me a place to stay when Stoney and Django left, and I have never stopped being grateful to him. He was a great friend and an amazing person, and I wish I could be as good as him. I miss you, and I love you, Michael. Thank you for being my friend.